Alright, here's the finished product of the live edge bench. Just gonna take some photos of it. Do a quick little walkabout. I'll spin it because it's hard to see the shaded side. Happy with how it turned out. And here's the back. You can see where I put the bolts. And left that side totally live edge. So it is all contoured to the shape. As you can see, these are perfectly nut serted in. This side is a little different. Same goes for the bottom. And those are the welds on there. Not the best, but definitely I'll take it, I guess. If I can get it to focus. Still learning. Walk the cup a little. It's just my little showcase right there for you guys. And back to the front. I wanted to do a head-on view, but the shadow was casting funny on it, so there it is right there in all her glory. I made a video of me spraying the frame and whatnot, but didn't get a full construction video. Just started recording lately, and you know how that goes, guys. So stay tuned. If you like it, subscribe, show some support. I'm gonna keep doing what I do. Y'all keep doing what you do. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
so here's the other piece I'm going to use. I just can't decide if I want to use that side and cut that, or use the bent side and cut that. Oh. And so I'm going to kind of think about that for a second. I don't want to think about it too long. I kind of like this bent side. Adds some character to the piece for sure. But I also think that cutting this side might be useful because, well, I'm not going to need that side, so I'm going to figure this out real quick. But while I got you here, I'll show you the part we just chopped. And if I can get it to focus, there you go. Cut it with a slight angle, and it's going to kind of sit like on a slant. You'll see, you'll see. Alright, so the plan is to have something like this. And, let's see. It's a side view. You see how it's a little angled, slanted? It's slanted, tilted, and kicked. And I just thought that was a good way to add some more dimension on a simple I-beam piece and not make it look so blocky. And it kind of, I don't know, it just kind of works for me. I was just worried about it tipping forward too much when you sit on it. And then the other thing is, if you notice, the bottom of that cedar board is a lot more narrow than the top. So that's why we have to notch out those pie cuts so that we can bend in those flat bars and profile it up to the bottom so that it matches there. So I'll do that next, get that bent, and we'll be ready to weld it out and get the eyelets on and the nut certs. So all in all, I'm happy with it so far. It took a lot of indecision, but there's the look of it. Try to get it focused. And yep, moving on.
Alright, I'm gonna wire wheel. Here's my wire wheel setup. Got the Harbor Freight, and I've been meaning to do a review about that. But I'm just going to get this thing wire wheeled to knock off the light rust a little bit. I don't want to take off the rust per se, I just want it to be something that the clear coat will stick to good. And then after that we're gonna come in and prep all of our weld surfaces. And then I got to cut some more strip for the feet. You'll see that later, and then we should be able to tack up today. Alright, let's rock. on this side. Right there looks like a little bit of missing on the edge. Probably one of the better ones right there as well. It is what it is, guys. I like the way that one looks. The end and the ending just... I like the profile of the bead right here. Right here. Just need to work on how I terminate. And how are these? Oh, looks like I missed one right there. And then that. Alright, let me hit this one real quick, and then I think I'm gonna be wrapped up. Let these cool and stuff, and I'll come back another time and hit these outsides. Because like I said, I gotta go work on another project somewhere else, so before I run out of time, so alright, one more.
That's how it turned out. Not too bad. I was expecting a little more worse, but better than I thought. As good as it could have been for me, I'd say. So, happy with that. Got the outsides. Moving on. Here's a mock-up. It looks honestly a little thin. Looks a little thin with a piece of wood for the top. But, just not sure. I'm gonna keep going with this. Got a little bit of angle there. So you're actually going to see it from more of like a this angle when it's on the ground. So that don't look too bad. Can't see nothing. Can't see nothing. On the back I have like a little bit of I thought it'd be good enough like that, but I might have to put a piece of flat bar in there because of the way it's sticking out. I think that would be safe. So. And then I gotta fix that weld somehow right there. That's the main one that's kind of bugging me. Just gotta get it. I might wash it with the TIG because I feel like putting another pass isn't gonna sit nice, and it's somehow not gonna match all the other welds. It look like shit. So I'm gonna try to just wash it down with the TIG, but do that later. Try to get my decisions made first.
Alright.
Try this again. Got the welds all in there, polished up. I couldn't really get into the corners that good. But I got them boxed in. And like I was saying, the legs do look too thick for the top for sure. So I might just try to get a different board, a thicker board for the tops. I'm not really sure yet, but got my settings. And got these. I think I already showed these, but got these outsides. Held it up. I'll do a mock-up real quick with the bench top. So something like this. This is a side view. Trying to get everything set up. Try I went ahead and did the whole thing again. Not again, but tried to get all the way left to right, so you can't really tell. Hopefully that I watched it, but just wanted to show it. Still not the best. The corners look ugly, but oh well. It is what it is, I guess. I got one side bolted in with the nut certs, and I'll show you guys how I do the other side. It looks like it turned a little bit on me from my line there. You can see that the line turned a little bit. And I don't have matching hardware, so but we're just gonna get it done. That's all I have. Don't want to go to the store just for that, so kind of a bummer. Screw heads don't match, but they're the same thread pitch. So on this side, I'm gonna show you kind of like how I do that. So I don't think I hit record on that last clip, but got the top coat brushed on, the second top coat, and then I also hit it with a coat of thinner on the brush just to try to get it to wet down. Might have to come by and wet sand this all, hope not, but we'll see how it looks. See how the finish looks when it's done. Let it sit in here and kind of cure. And I'm digging the way it's looking so far. So there's that. Get some pictures after it dries, and we'll see where it's at, probably tomorrow. Got the bench done. Figured I'd record a quick little clip of it. Don't really know what to say about it right now, but it took me super long time to get the polyurethane to cooperate with the top. Yes, I sanded between each coat. And I'm still not 100% satisfied with it, but got it done, so I can move forward now with my life. Just one of those things that I like to get carried away with, I guess. Anyway, just focus on that.
Here's the welds on this side. I might be able to show you the finished quality if I'm lucky. The edge here turned out pretty ugly. I'm not sure why, but like I said, I'm just at the point where I'm done with it, you know. I can't keep working on it and keep just losing my mind, and the more I work on it, the worse it kind of gets now, so I'm just tapping out. Call me a quitter.
There it is with the farmhouse table. And, yep. I don't really got much to say about it, but as far as the farmhouse table goes, that's done. Got all that refinished. The oil base this time, there's a lot of dust on it right now, but kind of see how much. But it's flat, it's smooth. And while I'm recording, I guess I'll mention that the farmhouse table matches this table that I finished. Matches it in color. Only I had a store. But nobody on Marketplace wants this thing, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I thought it was cool, so why don't I keep it, right? Trying to rush through this recording and might as well just wrap it up. The rocket stove finished. Didn't realize those handles were galvanized until I started trying to weld them on. So probably not the best thing to put on a rocket stove. Bench there, bar stool, still got it. Still on it every day, not that stuff. I knew that would happen.